Native means collaboration with Soldier Blue and Catherine Wyatt. Sometimes the question comes up, what does it mean to be native? And the dust rolls back from the day and I see the red earth. That was the first earth of our knowing, the birth of our turning upon the wheel, the ease of passing from spirit unto flesh, the oped eyes and birth. The wind song, a passage to be taken in the knowing of what it means to be of red earth. Creation became a figure, and the stories shaped our skin as the elders told us of our First Nation life, and we as children awaited the moment when we could yet again begin. There were the days when we embraced the free wind. There were the moments of anguish beneath a blooded sadness of Grandmother Moon when we saw the sanguine sheen of such as Sand Creek Massacre, when the Blackfeet people were laid low upon the sodden banks of the Marias River, a slaughter, by any other name as yet a slaughter, when we saw the fallen of the Nez Perce at Bear Paw Mountain Pass, when we heard the sorrow songs of the fallen at Wounded Knee 1890, when the starvation of the Blackfoot Nation became a ghosting ridge of 1,300 dead stacked like cordwood on the frozen ground till spring thaw in the communal grave, from which their mist arises each dawn. Yea, what does it mean to be native of red earth?
Through the dross of drifting in the wastelands created for the children of red earth, shipped away from family, suffering and dying in boarding schools, meant to save the man and kill the Indian. The shiftings and relocations of the 1950s, the sterilization of women without their consent, there arose a new spirit among the people. After burnings in San Francisco came Alcatraz, occupied by the children of red earth. A new movement began, and they gathered for the Trail of Broken Treaties, followed by occupying the building of Bastards in Action, to be assaulted again at Oglala in 79. A new spirit rose among the people. What does it mean now to be native of red earth?
We try to understand the depths of buried DNA below the sleep of our skins, and some of us follow society, and some of us walk the path of Kankuluta, the good red road and the sacred pipe. And there are those whom have been damaged, and those who have felt the total annihilation of dignity and respect chained to a bed in a mental health hospital. And there are those of our grandparents and other relations whom yet walk with the horrors of the boarding school experiences. And so we have those hard sorrows as well, playing the lengths of our shadows as we walk and try to sift enough scar tissues out, and the cuts of prejudice and the caricatures of mascot buffoonery that plague us yet with their chicken feather theories of who we are, when that is our question, our right to figure out. Upon the days that follow us with each dawning, and we arise to see what the day brings, and perhaps the furtherance of what it is to be native, and what that truly means.
So the languages of the people and the relationships between family and extended family and the need for ceremony, those things stripped from the people, what has been trivialized now that the Holocaust is winding down in the public eye, as the victors rewrite his story, must be restored. What is now more covert, the loss of burial sites to the making of golf courses. Where does a child of red earth stand in the midst of pillaging of ancient bones for study at universities? What does it mean to be native in a Cold War, ensconced in silence in times such as these, when the Fox News peoples are busy distracting all peoples with what they consider to be newsworthy? standing behind green curtains while the truth that needs to be seen and heard goes unreported, if mentioned at all. What does it mean to be native in today's world?
And so, as the Cheyenne watch their lands shrink on all sides due to power stations and energy projects that threaten to make the water undrinkable, the land's a dead zone, as the Washichu tries to finish off what he started in Pahasapa, the Black Hills, with the first gold rush in the latest energy uranium gold rush of now. And we are supposed to be fully compensated as native ones for all damages incurred during discovery and the colonization period. Never mind that leaders of native nations such as the Narragansett are being jailed for standing up for treaty rights today. We, as the ragged children, we sometimes are left in the pause of devastation to figure out what does it mean to be native. Red earth, as we walk neath the lean wings of ravens and old crows, as we walk with the people unseen between the stelaid storied stones, singing ghost dance songs, making our dream journeys home, as we walk upon the ghost road.